What's up, everybody? Durkee Turkey here, coming at you with more Dick with Butt news. This one's gonna be a fucking spicy one because I'm gonna be talking about what's gonna happen from now with Dick with Butt, because I'm starting to see these things that I've been planning and I've been pointing out for fucking months. Literal fucking months. It's all starting to fucking come together. All the crazy nonsense you've heard me spewing on this channel for fucking ever, it's all starting to finally all in one fucking place. Let's dive right into it, shall we? So here we have the Dick with Butt price chart as fucking always. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit right here.
I mean, just get a look at that.
Okay, so we've started to make this curve up. If you look, I've always said that I really look for like the bottoming. I mean, this, look at that. Look at how we just curve up like that. Look at how we just curve up like that, right? This looks like the beginning of this bottom. Obviously, it looks like we have found this bottom here and we are starting to go up. Now, what's gonna happen from here? Like I've said before in the past, ride the waves, okay? Right now, we're hitting, like, a wave, okay? We're hitting the top of a wave. If you zoom in on this, okay? If you zoom in on this, we are starting to really hit resistance right here. It's trying its darndest to fucking pass this point right here. This point, if you don't know, is halfway to the all-time high. If we can get and smash through this, here's the thing. If we can get and smash through this, we are about 100% gain, less than 100% gain away from the all-time high. Do you know how fucking big that is? Like, crypto does like 2-3x gains overnight, like just for fun. Like this right here was like a massive fucking pump. This alone was a 330% pump almost. This alone. In order to get to the all-time high, we only have to do about a 99-100% gain. Like 1/3 of the fucking pump that this was. Do you know how fucking easy that is? It's so fucking easy. We just have to break this resistance, because if we can break this resistance right here, that's the next target, is all-time high. Now, how could this play out exactly? Like, let me just give you some fucking mind thought experiment here, okay? If you think about it for a second, right now, what's going on in the world? We got the war, we got the ports shutting down, we got the hurricane in North Carolina, whatever. Everyone's freaking out because the world seems like it's fucking ending for like the 40th fucking time this year. It's the world is always ending, man. It's always ending. Everyone's like, the end is nigh, the end is here, when we're all gonna die. And then about a week later, everyone fucking forgets. Okay, how long has this news been around? It's been around for like what, 2-3 fucking days, maybe 2-3 fucking days. I give it a week, maybe two, and then everyone doesn't give a shit anymore, because tomorrow there's also going to be, what is it, the job reportings, like the employment rates and shit. So like all of that's going to be coming out tomorrow. There's still another rate cut that's coming. There's a lot of other shit that's going to be happening. We have the presidential election in November, which is one of these circles that I highlighted here. Also, we're not through October yet. We're at the very butt fucking beginning of October. We still have the Richard Heart court case, which is why I think Pulse Chain and Hex, if you look, Pulse Chain and Hex, they're not affected by this dump. They're not. We're up. We're up a significant amount, and we're staying up, unlike the rest of the market. So, and I think that a lot of that has to do with the fact that people are starting to bet on the Richard Heart court case. And I think more money is going to flow into that as people get more excited about that court case, which in turn, because of liquidity, everything's fucking bonded, right? So because everyone's getting excited about this fucking court case, people are placing their bets on whether or not Richard Heart's going to win this shit in October, right? We're getting at the beginning, but people are a little spooked about what's going on with the war. Give it a week or two, they're going to blow over. They're not going to give a fuck about it. The job reportings are going to come in and they're going to be whatever. They're going to be fine or whatever. And it's going to create stability or bullshit. Who gives a fuck? Because that's going to be forgotten in a week too. And then we're going to have the rate hikes, or not rate hikes, rate cuts. And then we're going to have the presidential election after that. There's all this stuff that's leading up to a very bullish momentum right here. And that's why I've circled these points. Like, first we had September, which is like this money, this ETH inflow money.
And its properties are far better than all the rest of them. It's mathematical. No more double spend, it's encryptable.
There was also the FOMC meeting, and then you have in October you have the Richard Heart court case, and then in November we have the election, and then this is also like the official beginning, I would call it, of that like golden bull run, the golden 4-year cycle that you know where you start to see these huge parabolic gains into 2025 into the next year. So if you continue with that idea, what could happen? Okay, what could happen? Well, let me zoom in on the chart just a little bit, okay? If you're looking at this chart, we could sit here and yeah, we could absolutely just sit here and we could just bounce a little bit. And then eventually this is creating kind of a floor, right? Even right now, we're kind of creating a little bit of a floor. What if from here, right? What if from here, like say tomorrow or whatever, people start not caring and they're like, oh yeah, jobs look great. And then the market pumps a little bit, even just a tiny little bit. Pulse chain could rocket because of that. And because of pulse chain rocketing, dick with butt could rocket as well. What if from here we just go like tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like, and we go up and we smash this resistance. That would be the most bullish case scenario. Okay. That would be like, that's like the best case, most awesome scenario, because from there, what's going to happen, right, is we're going to continue to work our way up towards the all-time high. And the more that we continue to work our way up, the less hard it's going to be, because the lower the percentages of pump you need to make it to that all-time high. Now, what could happen when you get to this all-time high? It could be rocky getting up, because it's never just a straight shot up. It doesn't usually always happen exactly like this. Like I had said in the previous video, when you get a fucking massive pump like this, you got to expect some like either, you know, volatility or choppiness or down. Like, you can't just expect it to fly to the fucking moon forever. But what is it going to do? It could hit this or get very close to it, and I could see right at the previous all-time high, we reject. We reject. There's maybe a little bit of FUD. There's some bullshit. People are talking crap, and we reject a little bit. And they're like, it couldn't even smash the all-time high. It creates instability. It creates this, like, disbelief in the market, right? We sit here. We try and get up. We smash this. Go down, right? And then from there, because there's so much disbelief in the market, the true believers rise above and we smash that previous all-time high. I can see this playing out. I can see this playing out exactly as I'm saying. And of course, let me redraw that, sorry. And of course, like I've said, my specialty is cup and handles. What the fuck is this? It's a fucking cup and handle, okay? All crypto is, if you look at crypto long-term, they're just giant cup and handles every single fucking time. You just have to know to spot. It's like, okay, so this was the fucking top. This is the bottom. We're starting to go up. This is the time. Like, you better get in now, because this is exactly how it could play out in the future. Now, what happens if, say, some bad news happens, or I don't know, like this doesn't play out exactly like I've said? So look at this. Okay, let's say, let me delete some of this. Let's say we continue to test and test and test this, and test and test and test and test and test and test this, and then some more bad news comes out. Like say something bad, like Richard does some retarded fucking tweet and sends the whole market down.
That's smoke, Janie. It's just a fire.
then yeah, we could go down. But I don't see that happening. The likelihood of that happening is very low right now. I feel like overall the market is very like, it's in that state of like disbelief. They're not really believing that we're about to go up. They want to believe. They want to believe it, but they can't yet. And usually that kind of stuff where there's like massive FUD, it usually happens when everyone is like super euphoric. Like this scenario of just sitting here and then going down afterward, I don't see it. It could happen. It absolutely could, but I don't think it would last very long. I feel like if it did happen, it'd be something where it's like, and then maybe we just kind of like continue to go up from there. And then maybe in a few months leading into the next year, then we could see, you know, a continuation going up. Just because, you know, we go down a little bit it's not the end of the world. So like it could create a range. You don't know. Like one thing that I like to point out is if you look past in the past of the chart, this is actually right around the time when I first started making content. We had something kind of similar to that. So like we had this massive 80-90% dip right here way back in the beginning, and right around in here is when I started making content for Dick with Butt. Actually, I think I started making memes right around up in here, and I started actually my YouTube channel right around in here. So what happened was we had this huge pump up right here, and then we dumped, okay? And this, I remember this was like my second or third video right here, is we had this badass dump right here, and then we pumped a little bit and then dumped a little bit and pumped, and I said, look, it's a fucking range right there. Like, you're sitting in this range. It's either gonna pop up or it's gonna pop down. I don't know which way it's gonna go, but that's usually what happens when you see that exact pattern. If we did go down, right, if we did go down, think about it. That could be exactly what happens here. So, like, if we... Let me delete this again. Let's say we go down, okay? And we go down maybe hard. And then we pop back up. And then we go down. And then we pop up and go down. And we create a range. And then from there, we go into November. You don't know. This is actually the range that I just drew. That would still be even into October, you know, at the end of October. What if the end of October all of a sudden becomes October again? Because right now, October has become Dumptober, and everyone is super disappointed about it. I feel like the market got too excited about October, and that's why we've had, like, this stunt as well. Because everyone expected it. Everyone expected it. You don't want to get in on it when everyone expects it. Everyone already expected that October was going to be good, so they bought up in September. And now October sucks. So what does that mean for November? November could be even more bullish. You know, maybe October is red, and it gets out the absolute last disbelievers left. And then November, December is insanely fucking bullish. Because... Like I said, November is usually that point where we start to see where it's like, okay, this is like actually the beginning of the bull market, like the real beginning of like that golden 4-year bull market. And that's pretty much it. Just looking at the Dick with Butt price chart, a lot of people have asked me where I think it's going and what I think is going on with the market. That's pretty much my thoughts on it, and maybe a little bit more. Maybe I forgot some stuff. I don't know. Anyway, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, everything down below. If you like this fucking content, show me the love, baby. Show me the love. And as always, none of this is financial advice. Do your own fucking research. I'm a dude that buys Dick with Butt on the internet and sold my Dick with Butt for fucking Bitcoin. Don't listen to the fucking word I say. Or do. I don't give a fuck. It's your fucking money. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all next time. Peace.